everyone. Welcome to the online session of Basic Electronics. I'm Ami Patel from LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology, and in this video I'm going to discuss the new chapter, that is digital circuit. So let us begin. So these are the contents I'm going to discuss in this particular video. So first we will see different types of signal, and in that basically we will see the difference between analog signal and digital signal. And then we will see the binary logic and logic levels. So what are the different types of logic levels are available, that we will see. Then we will see the logic operators, and at last we will see the logic gate classification, and we will see the symbolic representation of all logic gates and functionality by the truth table. Now let us begin with the signal. What is signal? The signal is a physical quantity which contains some information and which is function of one or more independent variables. So we have some quantity which is a function of one or more variable is nothing but the signal. For example, let us consider the sinusoidal signal. I am drawing this as the voltage signal. This is the time axis, and this voltage signal is varying with respect to the time. So this is the voltage signal which is of the nature of sinusoidal. So the voltage signal is described as V of t is equal to sine omega t. So this voltage signal is a function of time. So this is the example of signal. Now we will see what is the difference between this analog signal and digital signal. We have already taken this example of sinusoidal signal. So I will give example of this sine signal only for the analog signal. So let us take this signal as voltage signal, that is V of t. So V of t is equal to sine omega t. Now this is a function of time, and you can see if we see its magnitude, for example it is a 5 volt and this is the time period t is given, then you can find this sinusoidal signal takes all the values which is from 0 to 5 volt. And the number of values between 0 to 5 volt is the infinite. So we can say the analog signal is the signal which is continuous in value. And we can say if this is from 0 to t, this time period is from 0 to t, then if you take any instant, this is instant t1, then you will find the value of signal at this particular instant. If you take one more instant, that is let's say t2, then you will find the value of this signal at this particular instant. So this is continuous in time. So the signal which is continuous in value and it is continuous in time, so this is called the analog signal. So analog signal is a we can say a signal which provides the waveform which is continuous in time domain as well as the continuous in value. This is for the sinusoidal example. Now what is a digital signal? So for digital signal we will take one example of a signal which is like this. This is again a voltage signal only, and this is let's say time t, and if we have written this time at 1 millisecond, this time is 2 millisecond, this is for example 3 millisecond, and this is for example 4 millisecond. So this particular voltage signal is discrete in the time domain. So From 1 millisecond to 2 millisecond, we have number of values of time, that is 1.5 millisecond, 1.8 millisecond, but the signal is only having the value on some instances, and these instances are 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond, 3 millisecond, and so on. And if we see the value, then for example, this is 2 volt, this is for example 4 volt, this is for example 6 volt, and this is for example 7 volt. So the voltage signal occupies, or voltage signal having certain values only. So voltage signal is having certain discrete values only, some specific values only, and these specific values can be, for this signal, is 1 volt, 2 volt, 3 volt, 4 volt, 5 volt, 6 volt, 7 volt. This is just for an example. So this digital signal or digital voltage signal, which is given here as an example, can take only few values, that is 1 volt to 8 volt, and this signal is defined as the signal which is discrete in time domain as well as discrete in value. This value depends on which function you are taking, and this is again the x-axis, a quantity to which this function is varying, Vt. So digital signal is a signal which is, we can say, discrete in time domain and value. So this is the difference between the analog signal and digital signal. For digital signal, we have an example of a binary signal. Binary signal is having just two logic, that is one logic 0, another one is logic 1. So we can describe this binary signal with just two values, that is logic 0 and logic 1. Next we will see the binary logic and logic level. I already told you that binary logic is having two specific value. One is logic 0 and the second is logic 1. So any signal that is a binary signal will be described with the two logics only, that is logic 0 and logic 1. Now we have two types of this logic, and that is the positive logic. So what is the meaning of positive logic? So we have logic 0, and to describe the logic 0, if we are using 0 volt, then it is a positive logic, and similarly for logic 1, if we are using 5 volt, then this is called the positive logic. So some voltage is applied, that is over here in the digital circuit we are considering the 5 volt, and this 5 volt is considered as a logic 1 and the 0 volt is considered as logic 0. So if we have, for example, this pulse signal, this is of 5 volt and this is of 0 volt, then we are describing it like this. So 5 volt is logic 1 and 0 volt is logic 0. So this is an example of positive logic. Now to describe the negative logic, what we are using? To describe this logic 0, we are using 5 volt. Reverse voltages are considered over here, and for logic 1 we are using 0 volt. And if we draw this pulse of 0 volt and 5 volt, then for the negative logic we will be using 5 volt as logic 0 and 0 volt as logic 1. And this is an example of negative logic. There are lots of advantage of negative logic, using this negative logic. in the digital circuit, which is for the power saving and all. So that you will study in the digital logic design subject in detail. Now we will take one example for the logic statement. So example is, a bulb will turn on if we close the switch, otherwise it is off. So one, we have bulb and we have a switch. It is connected to the battery. Now if this switch is closed, then only the path will get complete and bulb is on. And if switch is open, that is else, this bulb will be off. So this is the logic statement, and this logic statement is applied to this electronic circuit. Now we will see the logic operator. We have basically three types of basic logic operator. The first one is the NOT operator. NOT operator, for example, we have input of A and we consider output as Y. Then the logic operator NOT gate over here is giving the output Y is equal to A bar. That is, we are taking the inverse or NOT of the applied input. So if the input A is equal to 0, then the output Y becomes 1. And this NOT operator is just a NOT gate. We have applied the input A and output is Y, and Y is given by A bar. So if the value of A is 0, then output will be 1. If the value of A is 1, then output will be 0. One more operator we are having, that is the AND operator. And for AND operator, let us consider two inputs, that is A and B, and here we consider output, that is Y. Then Y is given by A dot B. This is the AND operator. And AND operator says that if this both the inputs are 1, then only output will be 1. So this is kind of product. And for the OR operator, let us consider inputs A and B and output is Y, for example. Then output Y is given by A plus B. That means if A or B, that means any of this input is 1, then output will be 1. And if both the inputs are 0, then output will be 0. So we will see this operator in detail in the logic gates. Next we will see the logic gates. Basically the logic gates are classified into three categories. The first is the basic gates. So basic gates are derived from the basic logic operation, and for that we have a NOT gate, then another basic gate is the OR gate, and the third one is the AND gate. And NOT gate is just by the logic operator NOT, OR is just by logic operator this OR, and AND is just by logic operator, that is the product. So this is giving the addition, this is giving the product. Now universal gate. Which are the universal gate? That is NAND and NOR are the universal gate. We will see the truth table of all these logic gates in detail in the next slide. NAND and NOR are said as the universal gate because we can develop any logic using only NAND operation or NAND gate, or any logic using the NOR operation or NOR gate, and that is why it is called the universal gate. So any logic operation can be designed using just only NAND or just only NOR. And the third category is the derived gate, and in that we have XOR and XNOR. And this is also written as this XOR and XNOR. Now let us begin with the basic gate, that is the NOT gate. So NOT gate, first we will see its symbol. Symbol of the NOT gate is like this, and this is also referred as an inverter. NOT gate, another name is inverter. Let's say we are applying input A and we are taking output Y, then Y is equal to A bar, that is not of this input A. And let us draw the truth table, and in the truth table we are representing all the possible combination of input, and for this all possible combination of inputs we are describing what can be the output. So in the input we have A, and the possible combination of A is A can be 0 or 1, and in the output we have Y, and when input is 0, at that time output will become 1. So this is a NOT operation, and when input is 1, output will be 0. So this is the truth table for the NOT gate. Functionality of NOT gate I will describe with the circuit diagram, and for that we will use the input as the switch and output is shown with a bulb. And for that the electronic circuit is drawn. This is the switch which describes the input A. We are connecting the battery with this to supply the power to the bulb to glow, and I am connecting this bulb in parallel with this switch. This is bulb and this is showing the output Y. So now when switch is open, that means when input is 0, at that time the current will flow through this bulb. This is a ground, and that is why the bulb is on at this point, and that is why output is 1. Now if switch is closed, then the switch line is providing a 0 resistance path, and that is why the current will not flow through this particular line. Current will just pass through this switch line only when A is equal to 1, and the bulb will not glow, that is bulb is off, and that is shown over here with the input 1, output is 0. Now we will see the AND gate. First we will see the symbol for this AND gate. AND gate symbol is, this will be the straight line. We are writing over here 2 input AND gate, and output is Y. So these are the inputs, that is A and B, and output is Y. Output is written in short form, and that is given by the equation AND operator, that is A dot B. Now we will see the truth table. For this AND gate, we will write inputs first, and the all possible inputs are A and B. All possible combination of this 2 input is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. And the output which we are having is Y. Now we will use this AND operator, and from that we will find what can be the output of this AND gate. So if both the inputs are 0, this is kind of product. So if we have A is 0 and B is also 0, then this both A and B are 0, and that is why output will become 0. if we have A0, any of these two is 0, then also the product becomes 0. That is why for A0 output is 0, B0 output is 0. And when both the inputs are 1, at that time the product becomes 1. So this is the truth table for the AND gate. Now we will draw a AND gate using bulb and switch. Let us take the inputs are described with the switch and outputs are described with the bulb. Then for the AND operation to take place, the electronic circuit using bulb and switch I am going to draw. You will see there are two switches over here. This is the switch A and this is switch B. So these are the inputs, that is input A and input B. And I am drawing one output, that is by the bulb. And with this electronic circuit, to make this bulb on, we are using battery of voltage V. So the functionality of AND operation can be seen over here. You can see this, if I close the switch A, then to here the path is open, at B path is open, so bulb will not glow. So even if I close the switch B and A is open, then also bulb will not glow. So for this three possible input, we are having output 0, that means bulb doesn't glow. And if I close both of this switch, that means the switch is closed, then the path will get complete. That means both the inputs are 1 and the output is 1. That means bulb will glow. That means the bulb is on. So this functionality of AND operation can be seen over here. Now we will see OR gate. Now we will see the symbol of OR gate. Then OR gate symbol is like this. This part has to be curved one. And two inputs are connected, that is input A and B. And output is Y. Output is shown with the OR operation, that is A plus B. Now we will draw the truth table for this. So we will write the inputs. We have two inputs A and B. All possible combinations of these two inputs are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. And we have just one output, that is Y. Now, depending on the functionality of OR gate, the output Y for both inputs are 0, that is A is 0 and B is 0, then what happens? Both inputs are 0, that means output becomes 0. And if A is 0 and B is 1, that any of the input is 1, output is going to be 1. Even A is 1 and B is 0, that means any of the input is 1, output is going to be 1. And if both the inputs are 1, then output is definitely 1. So this is the truth table for the OR gate. And again here, OR gate using the switch and bulb circuit. So inputs are shown with the switches, or switches are operating just like inputs, and output is by the bulb. So here we are connecting these two switches in parallel. So this is input A, this is input B. It is connected in parallel, and this parallel combination is connected with the bulb. This is Y and this is the output. And with this we are connecting one battery to provide the energy to the bulb to glow, and battery is of volt V. Now what happens if any of this switch is closed? Then you will find the bulb is getting current through any of this path. This is for A is closed. If A is closed, that means this option. Then output becomes 1, that means bulb is on. And even if we open this A and close B, then the bulb will get current through the B path. And if both the switches are on, that means both inputs are 1, then too also the bulb is getting the current. But if both the switches are off, and then there is no path from battery to the bulb, and that is why the output is 0. So this is how we can develop the OR logic using the switch and bulb circuit. Now we will see the AND gate using the diode, and for the AND gate, let us write the Boolean equation, that is Y is the output and A dot B. Let us see the truth table of AND gate again. We have two inputs A and B, which has the 4 possible combination 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. And for this possible combination we have output of, if any of this input A or B is 0, then output will be 0, and if both the inputs are 1, then only output is 1. Now I will draw the circuit diagram which behave just like AND gate using the diode. So here I have applied the input A to the diode 1, that is D1, and this is the diode 2, this is D2, this is D1, and here the input is B, and over here we are taking the output Y, which is providing us the operation of AND gate A dot B. This voltage is plus 5 volt, and this is a current limiting resistor. Which is used so that the diode D1 and D2 will not get damaged. Now we will see, let us consider the inputs are 0, both the inputs are 0, then what will happen? If both the inputs are 0, then you can see at the anode, this is the anode of the diode, this is the cathode of the diode, this is anode of the diode, this is cathode of the diode. How we are applying 0? We are applying 0 with this cathode terminal grounded. We will just ground this cathode terminal. Then what happens? Here also we are grounding this cathode terminal. That is why the current will be flowing through this path, and this output is directly connected to 0. And that is why the output we are having 0 volt. Now if any of this input, that is A or B, is 0, then this is going to happen, and if both the inputs are 0, then again the output will remain 0 only. But now if we have both the inputs 1, then what happens? A is 1 and B is also 1. 1 means we are applying here the battery of 5 volt. Here also we are applying 5 volts. So you can see this, the cathode terminal and anode terminal both are at the 5 volt, and that is why the diode will be off. And due to that, this output will be directly connected to this plus 5 volt only. This diode is off, there is no path from this anode to cathode over here, and that is why for both the inputs 1, we have output 1. So this is how the AND operation can be seen using the circuit diode. And here we can say when input is 0, at that time this D1 is on and D2 is also on, and D1 and D2 both are on. That means there is a path from VCC to ground, that is the voltage, this voltage to the ground, and that is why output is 0. Here when input is 0, D1 is on, and if input is 1, D2 is off, and due to that the path of this supply V is from D1. Now here the input is 1, that means D1 is off and D2 is on. And here D1 is off as well as D2 is also off. When both of these diodes are off at that time, the output is directly connected to this plus 5 volt. This is the AND gate using the diode. Now we will see the OR gate using the diode, and for that I will write the Boolean equation for the OR gate, A plus B, and we will also write truth table for the OR gate. We have two inputs, that is A and B. Possible combinations are this. Output Y. For OR operation, any of the input is 1, output will be 1. If both the inputs are 0, output is 0. So these are the outputs. Now we will see circuit diagram of OR gate using the diode. Let us take this diode as D1, and to D1 we are applying input A. One more diode we will take, that is D2, and to which we are applying another input, that is B. We are connecting this resistor, and from here we are taking output, that is A plus B. Now we will see the functionality of this particular circuit. If this is the anode terminal of diode and this is the cathode terminal of diode, if this diode is forward biased, then it will be on, and if it is reverse biased, then it will be off. So this logic you have to keep in your mind. So let us consider the first example, that is both the inputs are 0. This is 0, this is 0. That means at the anode we have connected 0 volt, and at the cathode also we have 0 volt like this, which is grounded. Cathodes are grounded through the resistor, and that is why there is no current will flowing through any of this path. So for that we can write the output will be 0. So for this case we can say D1 is off and D2 is also off. Now let us consider the second case, that A is 0 volt and we have B, that is 1 volt. This is the second case. So what happens? This diode is again off here and this diode will be on. So there will be a current through this path, and that is why we can say here the D1 is off, D2 is on, and as D2 is on, we can say this 5 volt is connected over here directly to the output, and it is providing us logic 1. And similarly happen if we apply 1 volt to A and 0 volt to B. So diode D1 is on and D2 is off for this, and we are getting output 1. And if both inputs are 1, then both the diodes are on, that is D1 is on as well as D2 is also on. And when both the diodes are on, you will find the connection from this input to the output, and that is the logic 1, that is a 5 volt, and that's why output is logic 1. So this is the OR gate using the diode and resistor circuit. Now we will see the truth table for the NAND gate. So NAND gate symbolic representation is like this. Bubble is shown over here, the symbol of and then bubble is shown. Inputs are given by A and B, output is Y, and the Boolean equation for the NAND gate is A dot B is for the and then inverse of that, that is this is a NAND gate. And we will see the truth table of this NAND gate. For that we will write input A and B, and we have output Y. Possible combination of inputs are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, and we know that AND operation is what? Any of the input is 0, then output will be 0. But here it will be opposite of that. So any of the input is 0, then output will be 1. and if both the inputs are 1, the AND operation says the output 1, but here inverse of that is a 0. Now we will see one more universal gate, that is a NOR gate, and the symbolic representation of this NOR gate is just like OR, but we are putting bubble at the output. So two inputs we have A and B, output Y, that is A plus B, and then inverse of that means the NOT operation. Now we will draw the truth table for this NOR gate. We have input A and B, and we have output Y. Possible combinations of inputs are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Now in the OR gate we know that any of the input is 1, then output is 1. But here it will be inverse of that. So any of the input is 1, then output will become 0 here. And both the inputs are 0. The OR operation says output is 0, but in the NOR output is 1. So this is the truth table for the NOR gate. Now we will see the derived gate, that is the XOR gate. The XOR gate, let us consider two inputs A and B and output is Y. Then the Boolean equation for the XOR gate is A bar B plus B bar A. So this is the Boolean equation which represents the XOR gate, and we will see the symbol of this XOR gate, A and B, and this is the Y. So this is the symbol of XOR gate. Now we will see the truth table for the XOR gate. We have input A and B, and then we have output Y. So you will find here in the XOR gate, let us put the value 0, 0. Then what happens? If we put A 0 and B also 0, then this product becomes 0, and even this is also 0. But now if we put 0 and 1, then you find that A bar B becomes 1, and that is why output is 1. If we put 1 0, then B bar A becomes 1, that is why 1. And if we put both the inputs A and B 1, then output will become 0. So here you can see, this way you can remember that if both the inputs are not equal, that is 0 and 1, then output is 1, and if both the inputs are same, then output is 0. This way you can remember. Another derived gate is XNOR. The equation for the XNOR is Y is equal to A bar B plus A B bar. This is just an equation for the XOR gate, and we will just put NOT of it. Or else if we solve this equation with the De Morgan's theorem, and then you will get the solution of this equation will be AB plus A bar B bar. So you can represent this XOR gate with any of this Boolean equation. Now we will see the symbol. Symbol of XNOR gate is similar to XOR, only we are putting the bubble at the output because it's an inverse of XOR. This A and B are input and Y is the output. Now we will see truth table. Inputs are A and B. Output is Y. Possible combinations are 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. And in the XOR gate we have seen if both the inputs are opposite, then output is 1. Here it will be reverse of that. So output will be 0 here. And both the inputs are same, output will be 1 because it's an inverse of XOR. And if we put this inputs in this particular equation, then too you will be getting this output logic only. With this, I am ending this session over here. Thank you.